Iguodala guarding Irving. Drives inside. Scoop shot. Banks it home.
Now backdoor Lillard. Oh, he goes to the right hand and banks it.
Under 2. Green is in a torture chamber, and outside it goes Curry. 3! Another one! 40 points!
Slithering and oh, what a shot!
2-3, 3-2 type of guy to defend other teams' small forwards.
Oh, no!
The 2 baseline, skips it out top. Lillard.
Oh, down the middle with the right hand! He didn't do that, did he? Michael Jordan, NBA Finals pose.
With a mismatch on the smaller Lowry. Shot clock at 20.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Six. Alright, I'm here with a little build video. Okay, it's my first point guard video. This kind of strays away from the 6'9" big guard meta, alright? It's really good all around finishing, all around shooting, all around playmaking build for pro-am and for rec. You can use it in the threes if you know what you're doing and you got a solid team. But other than that, like, subscribe, share with your friends, comment, and let me know what you think about this build. Alright, so without waiting, we're going to jump right into the build video. So obviously, you know, going to the player builder, don't mind all my builds. I have it right here. But so first, if you have Rebirth unlocked, we're going to go ahead and click yes on Rebirth. When you get into it, obviously this is a point guard position, so we're going to go to point guard. Handedness and jersey number do not matter. When we get to the body settings, you're going to want to make this player 6'1". Okay, when you get to 6'1", you're going to want to drop that weight all the way down to about 160, which is minimum weight. And you're going to want to make that wingspan 6'7". And then for the body shape, it doesn't really matter. It's all about preference. However, personally, I'm going to go compact. I feel like you can bump to less when your body shape is on compact. Alright, moving into the attributes. We're going to start with our close shot. We're going to put that up to a 70. And I know you might think 70 is kind of high, especially for a 6'1", but I'll explain here. You're going to want to put your driving layup up to an 81. Once you have that up to an 81, you're going to want to take your driving dunk to an 86. This gives you 21 finishing badges on a 6'1". I'll show you how to use these badges once the build is completely made. And then moving into the shooting, you're going to want to max out your 3. Alright, so 93 3 ball. You're going to want to go up to your mid-range, put that up to an 83. And then you want to take your free throw up to an 81. This is just so you can, consistently hit the free throws in rec or pro-am. It works perfect as long as you know your shot as well. 81 is pretty high. Moving into the playmaking, you're going to want to put your pass accuracy up to an 84. Then you want to take your ball handle up to a 94. And then your speed with ball, it's going to stop at an 86. So this will, right now we're looking at 21 finishing, 27 shooting, and 27 playmaking. It's not bad at all. You're going to want to come down here to your defense. You're going to push your perimeter defense up to a 52. Now I know this build doesn't have a lot of defense. It actually has no defense. But this build is mainly for rec and pro-am. And if you are playing park, you're not going to be holding the ball anyways. Your lockdown should be holding the ball for you. So don't even worry about that. Come down here to your speed. We're going to put the speed up to an 81. Speed this year is not really a big deal. What really matters is this, the acceleration. So we're going to take this acceleration and we're going to put it up to a 96. Okay, that's going to help you with everything. Quick first step, beating defenders off the dribble, all of that. Then you want to bump your strength up just to a 38. Nothing too crazy, something slight. And your vertical, you're going to want to put it to a 75. If I'm not mistaken, this is the minimum what you need to get quick drops, but you'll be getting in contact dunks anyways. Don't really need to worry about it, but 75 is a good vertical to have. And then you're going to want to put the rest on your stamina. So this is the build right now. 21 finishing, 27 shooting, 27 playmaking. And it's pretty solid for offense. Alright, we're going to move into the takeovers. So, as you see, we get finishing, shot creating, sharp shooting, and playmaking takeovers. Me personally, the best badge in the game is the limitless range. Now, you might want to use ankle breaking shots or, pull-up precision. But for me, I'm going to be running limitless range, and then the secondary, I'll either be using easy blow-bys to get to the basket easier, or negative impact. Negative impact reduces the impact of shot contests against pull-ups, step-backs, and spin shots. I like to fade. I like to do step-backs. So for me, this takeover is perfect. Once you're done with this, it's going to go show you the shades of, and it's going to give us the build name. So as you see, shades of Damian Lillard. You've seen him in the intro. Mohamed Abdul-Rauf and De'Aaron Fox. All solid players. And the build is a shot creator. Okay. So let's jump into the badges and the badge layout. We're going to go ahead and make this 99, obviously. Okay, now as we move into the badges, we're going to, first things first, throw this on Hall of Fame. Alright, being a 6'1" guard, you're going to need this as high as you can, especially if you're getting to the basket, because you're going to want to beat that bigger defender, like the centers and power forwards at the rim. Alright, so after that, you can come over here to Fearless Finisher, throw that on, throw Acrobat on. Alright, that's just to unlock this tier 3. We're going to go ahead and go to Limitless Takeoff and core that. Alright, once that's cored, go over to Posterizer, put 6 on there. Now you have 3 left. You could put it on Pro Touch. You'd only get it on Bronze, but however, you need to have your layup timing on for Pro Touch to activate. So it's not really a useful badge to have unless you have that on. So for me personally, I'm going to run Aerial Wizard. This helps with alley-oops. So I'll throw that on gold with an 86, drive and dunk. We'll be able to catch these pretty consistently. Moving on to the shooting. First things first, throw guard up on Hall of Fame. Come down here, amped on Hall of Fame. That unlocks the forward badges. So a lot of people have been using blinders and Deadeye. This year, they don't really work the way that I feel like they should. And I feel like Deadeye and guard up are the same exact badge. Except as you see, I get guard up at tier 1, whereas I get Deadeye at tier 3. So I'm not even going to touch these two, but I will touch Limitless Range. I'm going to go ahead and core Limitless Range and go over here to Agent 3 and throw that on gold. I still have 10 badges left. I'm going to throw Green Machine on Silver. After that, I can either throw the rest on Space Creator or MIDI Magician. It all depends on preference. I like to use the mid-range occasionally once I get past the defender to hit the mid-range shot. No big deal. But I'm going to throw it on Space Creator, help make a little extra space for myself. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, moving into the playmaking. A lot of this is preference as well. First thing I'm going to do, obviously, Hall of Fame quick first step. With the acceleration that we have being so high, we're blown by our defenders all the time. I like to use Hyperdrive as well. We're going to throw that on gold for right now. And then come down here. Killer combos, handles for days, clamp breaker. Alright, so this is all about preference. Me personally, I like to run badges like handles for days and killer combos, mainly for the fact that I like to be able to break down the defender, get to the basket easier. So I'm going to throw killer combos on gold. I'm going to come over here to handles for days. I'm going to core this. I'm going to want this at all times. Being the main guard, handling the ball, can't afford to get tired. And then also clamp breaker, being so small, put it on gold. The defender's not going to be able to hold you. It's going to give you more blow-by animations. They're not going to be able to stick as much. Throw that on. We can come back down here. Actually, thinking about it, I'm not really a big fan of not having Vice Grip. Because Vice Grip is an essential badge, alright? As you see, it increases the player's ability to secure the ball against steal attempts after obtaining possession from a rebound catch or a loose ball. So if my big man throws me the ball, it's going to make it to where I will be able to grab it and not have to worry about that. Me running out of bounds or the lockdown, spamming square to steal the ball from me off the jump. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to throw Vice Grip on Bronze. After that, we're going to want to come up here and put Bail Out. You can either run it silver or you can either run it bronze. That's my preference. Or depending on what you want to do. I'm going to run it bronze and I have 3 more. So I'm going to throw it on Hyperdrive. Alright, moving into defense. normally you're playing corner. Doesn't matter if you're playing rec, doesn't matter if you're playing pro-am or port. 9 times out of 10, you will be holding the corner. So, go ahead and just throw these points on the off-ball pass. Now that's the build.